Hello, my friends. Welcome to the PMP Exam Radio Show. It's a pleasure to have you here today. You know I love all things project management and all things agile in particular. So I wanted to share with you some information about a well-known figure in the world of agile. I'm talking specifically about Ken Schwaber and his organization, Scrum.org. Now, you may already know that Ken is one of the co-creators of Scrum, the Scrum that millions of people are using today. So Ken and Jeff are also part of the co-signatories of the Agile Manifesto. So these folks have been around for a while and they put this idea of Scrum together, put it on the map. Yes, there were some pre-existing ideas that they took and they crystallized and they made it what it is today. Ken's site is scrum.org. And if you go to scrum.org, one of the amazing things that I have to give Ken and his team props for is allowing individuals who are keen on knowing more about Scrum and just want to test their firepower to be able to go onto that website and hit open assessments and be able to take a smattering of free examinations. This is very unlike organizations today that ask you to pay an arm and a leg for a mock exam, a mock test. They don't give out information that easily. And if you want to take one of the exams, you got to pay an arm and a leg. Ken's exams are pretty affordable. Now, Ken has not asked me to do this. Ken probably doesn't even know me, but I know him because I've taken from his website and his organization a number of open assessments which are free. And I encourage my students, I encourage you, if you are taking the PMP exam, why not go on down to scrum.org and play around with Ken's open assessments? They are absolutely free. I would advise you to do the Scrum Open, the Product Owner Open, and find out where you stand, because these are pretty solid tests. These are not for lightweights. You must have some substantial knowledge before you take any of those tests. And it's really comfortable knowing you're in great hands because you are in the company, right, of the person who co-created this whole idea, this movement. Now, I was listening to Ken and Jeff the other day, and they were talking about how roughly 90% of organizations that use Agile use some elements of Scrum or Scrum. That is so remarkable. So I give Ken utmost respect for what he has done in the community. I know there are a lot of politicians that will have other things to say, and those who are deeper in the community know what I'm talking about. But this is the co-creator of the movement. I don't care whatever you say. I ain't listening. This guy is the bomb. He and Jeff. All right. So as far as his certifications go, I have taken 3 certifications from scrum.org. I've taken the PSM 1, I've taken the PSPO 1, and I've taken the Project Agile Leader certification. And honestly, I highly recommend anyone who is serious about Agile to venture to that site and take a look. Now, another cool thing about these exams is you do not need to leave the comfort of your home to go to a test center to take them. These tests can be taken anywhere by you. In addition to this, because they are so low cost, they are widely popular coming from the source. You get what I'm saying? The source of Scrum. So if you're looking to gain some very quick credibility as far as being capable in the world of Scrum, I would advise you take the PSM. Someone says, but Phil, compared to other certifications, how does it stack up? Well, you need to remember, I have taken the ACP exam, I have taken the CSM exam, and I can tell you that the PSM exam is right up there with the CSM in terms of credibility. In fact, if you go to any of these technology websites or general job websites and you type in PSM, for example, I'm going to DICE right now and typing in PSM, Professional Scrum Master. It comes up. It comes up with all those other ones. all the ones you're used to hearing about. There are many jobs here on dice.com that reference the PSM. So, low cost, low risk. I mean, you could take 3 PSMs and just be scraping close to what the PMP would cost you. You get what I'm saying? You can also, when you've mastered the PSM and the concepts of Scrum, you've read the Scrum guide, you've been really well trained and coached. I mean, don't try this without good training and coaching, okay? Which is why I recommend, if you really want to know more about Agile and Scrum and the roots, you need to take our Agile course, agileprinciple.com. And that will get you to that level where you can jump into the PSM. But again, you got to read that Scrum guide really well. You really need to know your Scrum well. And then you could move into doing other exams, but of course with experience and with the right coaching and training. But for my friends taking the PMP exam, I really wanted to drum it home today. If you don't know about Ken and Jeff, you should. Read up about what Scrum really is by opening up the Scrum guide and reading it. And then I want you to go to scrum.org. Go to scrum.org and click on Open Assessments. And when you click on Open Assessments, take Scrum Open, take Product Owner Open, if nothing else. I am telling you, you will learn a lot. You'll find gaps. You'll close gaps. You'll be happy you did it. Okay? I hope this gives you some ideas about how you can add a further resource. You know, before I recommend any option, I gotta have tried it. In this one, scrum.org, I've taken the Scrum Open, the Product Owner Open, the Agile Leadership Open so many times. And then on top of that, I've taken the actual certifications. Okay, so I want to give a shout out to Ken and his team. They have helped scores of my students without them knowing. And those students, some of them have gone on to take the PSM and the PSPO and done really well. All right, so thank you for joining me today, my friends. I wish you all the very best and talk to you soon.
PMP exam, big deal. I can do it all on my own. I don't need no one to help me.
Caution, Tiger. You may find that disposition to the exam is not entirely helpful.
Yeah, after all, everyone's passing the exam. I'm gonna do it. All by myself. I don't need nobody's help. I got hurted.
Well, I did tell you to proceed with caution, young man. You may want to consult with a coach for the PMP exam. Why don't you go on down to pmanonymous.com, find out some of the help that's available for you.
Yeah, I probably should.